Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Angga Fernanda and I'm from class management 23 SP and NPM 2311050. And here I will present about tax reformation in Indonesia. Tax information in Indonesia is not merely a technical adjustment of tax rules, it is a comprehensive transformation involving policy change, administrative modernization, and law enforcement enforcement. This process is essential because taxation is the backbone of state revenue, funding public service, infrastructure development, and social welfare program. However, Indonesia's tax system has historically faced changes such as a low tax ratio, limited complaints, and outdated administrative methods. Without reform, the system risks inefficiency, loss of public trust, and reduced competitiveness is the global economy. Thus, tax reformation is both a necessity and a strategic national priority. And two, background and rationale. Several factors drive the urgency of tax reform in Indonesia. Low tax ratio. Indonesia tax ratio has often been below 12% of GDP, lower than countries like Malaysia or Thailand that limit the government ability to fund development projects without relying excessively on debt. Complexity of tax laws. Overlapping regulation and inconsistent interpretation create uncertainty for taxpayers. Globalization and the digital economy. Cross-border transaction, e-commerce, and digital platform present next taxation challenge. For instance, global companies like Netflix and Google operate in Indonesia without a physical presence but still generate significant revenue here. Tax evasion and avoidance practices transfer pricing by multinational corporate can save profit abroad, reducing Indonesian taxable income base. Main pillar of tax reformation. The Indonesian government approach to tax reform is built on three interrelated pillars. A. Policy reform. Simplification of law. Efforts are made to consolidate multiple overlapping rules into clearly and more consistent framework, broadening the tax base, including of new sectors such as digital service, online trading, and informal business. For example, the VAT regulation now applies to foreign digital company providing service to Indonesian customer. Competitive but fair rates, adjusting corporate and personal income tax rates to maintaining investment attractiveness while ensuring equality. Anti-tax avoidance, measuring adoption of OECD, a BEPS standard to curb profit shifting. Administrative reform. Digitalization, the introducing of a filing, a billing, and integrated taxpayer account system. Data integration, sharing data between tax office, bank, and our government access to detect and reporting, and capacity building, continue training for tax officials to improve service quality and enforcement skill. C. Law enforcement and compliance balance approach, combining strict penalty for evasion with incentives for voluntary disclosure. International cooperation, participation in automatic exchange of information EAOI agreement to track offshore asset, and risk-based auditing targeting high risk cases to optimize resource and ensure fairness. Um, and expected outcome, higher tax ratio aiming to gradually raise or exceed 15% of GDP, simple flat tax system reducing unnecessary complexity to ensuring compliance, increasing voluntary compliance, building trust between taxpayers and tax authorities, global competitiveness, ensuring that Indonesian tax regime remains attractive for investment while securing revenue needs. Thank you for attention and presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.